coming back from the restaurant, all they're talking about on the radio is Joe. Well, that's not true. It's not all they're talking about. Talking about camel face on her knees, Kamala Harris. And one of my friends out of Maryland sent me a short little clip. I'm going to play it for you. All it is music, but you want to take a look at it. And what it's those FBI secret agent women. They look like the Keystone Cops. It's a complete joke. Have a listen. It shows you how they're having trouble putting their weapons away, and there's a little fat, chubby one. She's about 5'2". Anyway, I posted a number of videos today, and one was titled, "Sounds of Gunfire Prove That There Was More Than One Shooter." If you haven't watched that link, you need to do so. And you'll be convinced, as I was, that there was more than one shooter. They knew Crooks wasn't a good shooter because he couldn't even make the school shooting team. So they had backup. And that backup was in that open window. And as I stated in one of the videos, that if we had a real government, they could investigate that and they'd find gunpowder residue all over the walls. But they're not going to do that because that's like having the coyote look after the chicken coop, or the wolf look after the chicken coop. For a while there, I was pretty much convinced that it would just be a matter of time before they get rid of Trump. They're not going to give up trying. They've tried it twice already, and they're not going to stop, or they wouldn't stop. But I think with Big Mike, I think he's been given a reprieve. Before that, I thought he was dead man walking. Just a matter of time. Now, how do I know it'll be Big Mike? Well, I know it'll be Big Mike because I said it'd be Big Mike about 3.5 years ago. And what convinced me of it today, there was some speculation that Hillary Clinton would be the nominee. But as I stated in one of the videos, both she and her husband, Billy Bob, they endorsed camel face on her knees Kamala Harris. But you know who didn't endorse camel face on her knees Kamala Harris? Barack Hussein Obama. And why would he endorse her if he knows that his wife or husband, or whatever the hell you want to call him, is going to run? And that's how Trump got a reprieve. The polls already clearly state that she would win in a landslide if she ran against Trump. And that's what saved Trump's life. They're not going to have to get rid of him now because he's going to lose. Now, what they're also talking about is Joe having to leave the presidency before November. And the speaker said if he isn't strong enough or healthy enough to run, he's not healthy enough to be president, and that's very true. And what they should do is put camel face on her knees in the Oval Office, and she will have broken that glass ceiling, the first female president. And then she'll pick a VP. Could very well be Governor Newsom. Why Newsom? Because California is a big state and has a lot of whacked out Democrats. So that's a huge voting pool. That's why I think that Big Mike will pick Governor Newsom for his running mate. Now, Kamala Harris, if she ends up becoming president, breaking the glass ceiling, she'll have to pick her vice president. It could also be Gavin Newsom. I mean, anything's possible. But again, what this has done is it's given a reprieve to Trump. They're not going to have to whack him now. The only reason they're going to whack him is because they didn't want him back in the Oval Office. But if Big Mike runs, and Big Mike will run, and Big Mike will win, there's no need to kill him. What'll be interesting is this investigation that's supposed to start tomorrow. And I got to believe that some of the folks in that investigation or the hearing might have tuned in that there was a second shooter, which again proves what I've said all along. This was another one of these operations orchestrated by who? By our government. I know you don't want to believe it to be true, but you got to be brain dead not to see the truth. We are living in very strange times. And again, since Obama didn't endorse camel face on her knees, anyone that's even remotely awake should realize why he didn't endorse camel face on her knees. Because he's going to endorse Big Mike. And when he gets back into the Oval Office over the next 8 years, he'll destroy America. He wants to turn it into the same shithole he came from, Kenya. Let me know what you think. I'm going to attach that link on Sounds of Gunfire. If you haven't seen it, you definitely have to take a look at it. And I think Joe's going to step aside. Camel face on her knees will be the first female president. She'll pick her running mate. And again, it could be Gavin Newsom for the reasons I've already stated. It doesn't matter. Once Big Mike comes in, it's all over. You'll see. Pass it along, folks. I cannot do this alone.